Some logistics for this morning. If you're not familiar with GoToMeeting, probably a lot of you already are, but if you're not familiar with GoToMeeting, you've got a control panel on the right-hand side. Please make sure that your microphone button is showing as muted, and if you have a speakerphone, please mute that as well. We are going to be recording the presentation and would appreciate it if there was no background noise. Due to the number of attendees on the call today, and there are a large number, we'd ask that if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box. If we have some time at the end, we'll try and take some, and certainly if a good question comes in during the course of the presentation, we'll interject that into the presentation itself. And you will get an opportunity to follow up. We will be sending out an email where you can give us your feedback and ask us any questions that we didn't cover during the presentation today. If you put it in the chat box, Giovanni and I will be responding to chats during the course of the presentation, and we'll do our best to fill in any gaps that get missed. So I'm going to ask Giovanni to start recording the meeting at this point, and from here on out we will be preparing a recording that you'll have access to and be able to refer to for reference going forward. First question that needs to be asked when we start a presentation like this especially is why do we even use the Eve agent? It's amazing, the support team, when we're talking to customers, the number of customers who are not using the Eve agent or are using it for a happy birthday email or something else. And they're not using it to help run their business. Well, let me give you a statistic. Over the past 5 years, dive centers using Eve have averaged 18% ahead of the worldwide certification trends that Patty reports. Now, when you signed up for this webinar, we asked you to tell us how many certs you did last year. We didn't do that because we wanted any confidential information about your store. What we wanted you to do is we wanted you to go back out and actually look at how many certs you processed. So now, with those of you who responded to us, and a number of you did, there was over 8,000 certifications registered last year from just some of the customers that signed up for this webinar. Take the number of certifications you did last year and calculate about 20% of that. Are you getting 20% more certs? And more importantly, would you like to get 20% more certs? This is due in large part because of the use of the Eve agent in the process of engaging, maintaining, and marketing to your client base. It's a marketing cycle. And if you use the marketing cycle effectively, you can see that kind of growth in certifications and in other areas of business, trips, service, rentals, and so on. So we want to encourage you to use the agent, and hopefully with some of the tools you'll see here today, you'll be more encouraged than you ever have been. The topics for today's webinar, we're going to start out with the current release and making sure you understand that you need to be on the current release and how you can find out whether you are or not. And then we're going to look at the Eve agent jobs, and specifically we're going to be looking at some new features, including how to download those factory supplied jobs as you need them on an ongoing basis. We're going to talk about some of the new jobs that we've created and some of the new functionality that's being embedded into the creation of the jobs to make them easier to use. Then we're going to talk about the new Eve MailChimp template interface. We're going to be talking about the templates that have been supplied and prepared for all of the agent jobs, and we're in the process of preparing for all of the agent jobs and how they can be interfaced directly from Eve into your MailChimp account. And then we're going to take a quick tour of one of those templates and show you how easy they are to customize. It's not going to be how to use MailChimp, but just how to use the templates that we've developed for you in Eve. So that's our agenda for today. We've got a lot to cover, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the screen back to my colleague Giovanni.
Thank you, Les.
If I can figure out how to get that over to you, Giovanni, there you go. And
Thank you very much.
You are the presenter now, sir.
Please tell me if you can see my screen. Let's make sure the refresh
I
rate.
can see the 510 screen.
So you can now see my
There you
secret
go.
lab. It's not a secret anymore. As this presentation will focus on Eve agent available with Eve version 5.10 build 170, which is our latest release, the first thing we're going to do is check whether we are running the latest edition. To check whether we are running the latest edition, we will go to Help, and then click About. And this is where we can see what version we are running. In this case, I'm running version 5.10 build 170. There is one more step required to check whether we are running absolutely the latest edition. And to check it, we will go to Tools, launch our Eve agent, log in with your password if necessary, and then go to File, and if import MailChimp templates is available as an option, then you are on the latest edition available. We will come back in a second on import MailChimp templates and the agent itself. Les has been talking about the marketing cycle and how to market to your students to make sure they come back to your store to take an advanced course when they completed their open water, or take a rescue course when they completed the advanced. So where does your marketing cycle start? Your marketing cycle starts when a customer will contact you by telephone, by email, or by visiting you to your store. What do you do with those visits? Those visits are data, and they, in Eve terms, they correspond to inquiries. Are you recording those inquiries or not? If you record your inquiries, then you can trigger different jobs through Eve agent. How can you record an inquiry? You will go to the Customers module, Inquiries, New, or Find. In this case, we are going to click on New. The employee is myself, Giovanni Saracino. Customer, what customer is making an inquiry? And when I click on...
We just need to wait till that screen builds for us, Giovanni.
Very good point, Les.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then you can, when the customer search window pops up, you can search for your customers by first name, last name. I'm sure you are familiar with this. If you are not, please send an email to support@isis.co.uk. So I'll pick up a customer, Raymond Gabel, for example. Click OK. So we are recording an inquiry for Raymond. What kind of inquiry? Inquiry type. Is he interested in doing a course, a trip, a special interest, on buying a stock item like the latest dry suit or other items? Let's look at courses. What course type is he interested in? He is interested, for example, in the Advanced Open Water Diver course. You select the course from the list and click OK. And that will populate the course type. You can enter additional information, such as interested only if after 25th of August or before Christmas, or leave them blank if they are always interested. Make sure also to fill in the status that they are still interested. And these are the minimum required information to generate and record an inquiry in your system. So I save it and close it. I will now go back to my agent and launch it. Please tell me when that comes on your screen, Les.
I'm the furthest away, so it's going to take the longest amount of time, Giovanni. There we go. Log in if you'd like to, and we're live.
Very good. So let's move ahead. I need to, sorry, I have a 13 inches screen. I need to resize a little bit this. Okay. Earlier on we looked at file, import, MailChimp templates. When you click on that link, any new job that becomes available from the factory, meaning from Eve developers, will be available for download to your Eve agent. We will notify you through our social media, our Facebook page, our newsletter, all our channels of communication, so that you can go and import new MailChimp templates. If you do it now, perhaps nothing will happen if you already downloaded them. Next thing we are going to do is click on Add Factory Supplied Jobs, and a new window opens. I will make sure that this page is also loading on your screens. On this page there are...
It's loaded.
Very good, thank you, Les. There are two tabs, the Intro tab and Select Jobs. The Intro tab says, use this form if you want to add standard factory supplied email and text messaging jobs to your Eve agent. Put a tick here in this box if the checkbox at the bottom of this page, if you want to replace your existing jobs with new ones. So for example, I move away this list. As you can see, I have many old Outlook jobs there. If I check that box, then they will all be made unavailable. They will not be deleted, but be made just unavailable. If you have a custom jobs that we have created for you based on your specific needs for your environment, then I will recommend you do not check that box, because then your custom jobs will also become unavailable. On the next tab, Select Jobs, we have a list of jobs available to be added to our Eve agent. As you can see, they are grouped by courses, by PADI programs, starting from the DSD, and then they continue with open water, advanced, rescue, and so on, with specialty courses too. And for each program, for each PADI program, the Eve agent jobs will follow again the marketing cycles. We will start with the inquiries. Then upon completing the program, your DSD students may receive a congratulation on discovering diving. And then they may, where you give them your congratulations on completing the experience, but you invite them also to take the open water course. If you record an inquiry about the open water course, then you can send them an email 2 months after their inquiry, or 2 weeks after the inquiry, or 3 days after the inquiry. This concept is replicated for other courses too, like advanced specialties. I will scroll slowly. This has gone to the bottom. I go back to the advanced, for example, and I will wait because I've been scrolling up and down quickly. Inquiries are available for different periods. Again, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, 7 days, 1 month, or your inquiry today. You are not obliged to use all those inquiries, but we have worked for you to make sure that you can start marketing to your students with as little modification as possible. We believe all those jobs will match your requirements. Now, let's look, for example, at an inquiry like this one. This is an inquiry about recorded 3 days ago about our advanced open water course. So if you have a customer who comes to your store and then he makes an inquiry about an advanced open water course, 3 days later he will receive your email campaign, unless he enrolled in the course. Let's look at all the tabs available. In the general tab, we decide how to send the email, and it will go through MailChimp, as you will see later when Les will give information about that. Then we have the campaign name, and then we have a description. In the next tab, schedule, we decide when we want to send the email. So the email will be sent every day at a particular time, perhaps after you close your store, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, to make sure you collect all the inquiries for the day. On the data source, we indicate what type of data you are interested, inquiries. Indicate when the email text message should be triggered, 3 days after the inquiry date. All those data are there already. You do not need to modify them unless you wish to send your campaign 4 days after an inquiry instead of 3 days. Then all you would have to do is change from 3 to 4. But then please remember, you also need to make sure you change the template, as Les will show you later, because those templates have been built based on those jobs. In this area, we indicate which columns we want to use as merge fields to populate our email campaign with name, first name, or known as, anything you believe it is better for your campaign. In the next tab, filters, a very important one, we define what kind of course the email job has been set up for. In the first row, PIC key, that identifies the Advanced Open Water course, PIC key equal to 26. On the next row, the second row, interest status equal to still interested. So if they are still interested in taking the Advanced Open Water course. And the third one, and perhaps the most important one, says whether they are enrolled already on an Advanced Open Water course or not. Imagine they come to your store 7 days ago, and then you set up a job to send an email after those 7 days, but after 3 days they already enroll in the course. So there is no point to send them an email because they have already enrolled in the course. Is that right, Les? Anything you want to add at this point?
No, that's right, and that's a new feature. In the past, if we wanted to do that, Giovanni, we would have had to write custom SQL code for our customers. And so this exception logic has been added to make it easier to be able to ensure that you do not send emails to people after they've already registered for the course you're trying to sell them. Did have a question come in on the chat box.
Yes.
Giovanni, someone asked, where did the pick key filter value of 26 come from? I know it's supplied here, but if I was creating the job, where would I get that pick key number from?
We will take it from the course type. We will go to data.
The course type in Eve?
Yes. Data, course type. And that is where
Thank you.
where pick keys can be retrieved from. You are Les, you are obviously very right about this new feature, and I would like to say that compared to the past, where people had to manually modify the SQL code, this is a giant step forward. On the next tab, on mailing list, we can add a mailing list for a further segmentation of our targets. Perhaps you want to send different emails in different languages based on the customer first language. On the next tab, advanced.
Your audio is breaking up just a little. Your audio is breaking up just a little bit, Giovanni.
Unfortunately, internet communications in Egypt are not as developed as our agent.
Well, you're almost done, so go ahead.
Thank you, Les. On the next tab, we can see the code created by our job. That is there as a display. We don't need to modify it. That is a piece of code that will run in the background and identify customers who need to receive that email. MailChimp merge tags, it's a list of fields that will populate your email campaign. Please, by no means, delete them, else the email will be totally plain. I will now close that job, and I slowly go back to courses, DSD inquiries. To add the factory supply jobs to my agent, all I need to do is select them. So I will select the first 6 course DSD's inquiries and go and click on finish.
Wait till the screen builds, Giovanni.
Yes, I will do. Thank you. Meantime, I will scroll down.
There we go.
So now we added also courses DSD inquiries to our list of available jobs in our Eve agent. Again, they are grouped by PADI programs. You have many different jobs for DSDs, open water, advanced, and then we move on to rescue ongoing, rescue certification, dive master inquiries, EFR certification, courses in general. As far as specialties go, we have only 2 jobs at the moment. We have plenty of email templates. However, we do not have jobs yet. When those jobs will become available, again, you will be notified through our media. And anything you would like to add, Les? else I will pass the presentation on to you.
Nope. I think that's great, Giovanni. Thank you very much.
More than welcome. My pleasure. I will give you.
I hope the audio going to Egypt. I hope the audio to Egypt is nice and clear. And,
yes.
If you'll make me the presenter, we'll go on from here.
Of course, with pleasure, Les. There you go. You are the presenter now.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And show my screen. All right, so we're looking at the marketing cycle and how the Eve agent will manage your marketing cycle for you. And we started with a simple inquiry. All it was someone asked, tell me about your advanced open water course. And then when we went into the Eve agent, and with the Eve agent, Giovanni has shown us that there are now over 120 jobs and more coming. By the time we're all done, there'll be well over 150 jobs in the agent. And the beauty of it is, as those new jobs come available, or at any time you're able to add the factory supply jobs, this feature is only available as of Eve 5.10, so make sure you've got the latest release of the software. All right. So if we go back here to the Advanced Open Water tab, and Giovanni was working on the inquiry 3 days ago about an advanced open water course. We want to send the email. To be able to send the email, we have to have an email to send, and we're going to do that in MailChimp. Previously, and this is the reason that most people have not been using the Eve agent, is there was some complexity in the coding of the agent jobs. You had to use a lot more SQL than you do today, and that scared people away because they're not SQL coders. So we've enhanced the tools set. And the second part of it was the need to go out and have to get creative and design all these templates and come up with the wording and make it look pretty. And I sell masks and fill tanks. I don't have time to do that. Well, we've taken the burden out of that for you. As Giovanni has already shown you, you have the ability to import MailChimp templates. We have at the moment over 100 MailChimp templates created, approved, and ready to go. About 75 of them match up one-to-one with agent jobs. So there's a job and a template. And when we get to that 150 or so agent jobs we expect to have here in the next couple of months, there will be a one-to-one relationship. For every agent job, there will be a template that you will be able to download. And it's as simple as this. You have to have a MailChimp account. And there is a video on how to set up a MailChimp account and integrate it in with Eve. And if you need that, if you haven't got a MailChimp account today and want to know how to do that, let us know in the follow-up emails after this webinar and we'll send you that video clip. These are all of the templates that we have created. Inquiry templates, congratulation templates, specialty templates for a variety of different jobs that are already in the Eve agent. And there was an inquiry 3 days ago about the Advanced Open Water course. That's the job that Giovanni's been working on. And what we've done is we've created a template, and the template and job names are the same. And we've done that to keep it as simple as we can for you. There are some space limitations in MailChimp, but your inquiry 3 days ago about our Advanced Open Water course relates to inquiry 3 days ago about Advanced Open Water course. So what I would like to do is I would like to download that template and be able to use it to send a MailChimp campaign driven by the Eve agent. So I select it. I could select them all or none of them. Same tabs you're used to with Eve. And if I wanted to download all of them, I certainly could. But for the purposes of this webinar, I'm just going to download the Advanced Open Water course template. Select it, click OK, and you can see at the top of my screen here, what has happened is the Eve agent has gone out and through the internet has accessed our servers, retrieved that particular template from our files and brought it back and deposited it into your MailChimp account. There it is right there. Inquiry 3 days ago about Advanced Open Water course. Dropped in, ready for you to edit and use to develop your communication with your customer. Let's go ahead and just have a look at this template. All of the templates are different. To the best of our ability, we have tried to color coordinate them, so all of the Advanced Open Water templates are this color, Rescue would be different color, and so on. Had a lot of help from Patty on this. We have tried to use a variety of different images so that people aren't getting the same image every time. If they get an email in and it has the same image all of the time, they'll stop looking at it. But with a different image, they're more likely to actually look at it and read it. There's social media bar at the top up here where you can link in your social media. I'll talk about that a little bit more. And then what we've done is we've gone through, and in each email we have developed text. In this particular case, talking about the fact that they're open water divers and they want to be advanced open water divers, and we've given them opportunity to sign up for new courses, to look at the courses that you have on your website, view trips with simple click-on buttons, and then put in links for your dive center. So the template is created. You don't have to do anything other than to customize it to your particular store needs, and then that template becomes available to be used for your campaigns, or you can actually clone it and take a template that was designed for inquiry 3 days ago about Advanced Open Water. You can actually replicate that template, and I will get rid of that screen. You can actually replicate that template and change all the wording and do whatever you want to use it maybe for a different Advanced Open Water email or email that you want. So downloading of templates from our library to your MailChimp library is as simple as going back to the Eve agent, clicking on File, Import Templates, selecting the ones you want, and clicking OK. All right. The question just came in as to how those templates are visible on a mobile device, and I will get to that in a little bit more detail later. But if you look at MailChimp, one of the options that you have under MailChimp is Preview and Test, and in the template mode, it previews it for you as a regular desktop image, but all of the templates are mobile friendly. So here's an example of what it would look like on a cell phone, for instance, and all the tabs are live. So all of the templates and all of the campaigns designed in MailChimp are mobile friendly. So that's really all there is to downloading a template, but then it begs the question, okay, but like how long is it going to take me to get this to a point where I can actually use it for my store? And so we're going to walk you through very simply the changes that need to be made to this template to customize it to your store. And for the purposes of this example, I am going to change persona, and I am no longer Les Newman, but I am now the always affable Curtis Wilson from Scuba World Sacramento in Sacramento, California. This is his webpage. It is an Eve mobile template website that he set up in the last couple of months, done a very good job of it, working with us. He's got his online store linked into it, and this is his website. And I'm going to take on the persona of Curtis Wilson, and I'm going to use his website as if it was mine, and show you how you go about customizing a template. The approach that we've taken is that we wanted these templates to be able to be used by everybody. And not everybody has an online store. Not everybody has a Twitter feed. Not everybody has as a trip advisory link. But there are some fundamentals we think just about every dive shop out there has, and so we've focused in on taking the specific elements of what every dive shop should have and incorporating them into the template to make it as simple as possible. So here we go. Don't have to take notes. We're going to be doing training videos that will be available to you on how to do this. Just follow along and let's see how simple it is to customize the template to make it personal to you. The first thing you want to do is go up to the social media. I'm going to click on the edit button here, and if you need more information on how to use MailChimp, there's MailChimp videos and help on the MailChimp account. We can give you some guidance, but MailChimp does a good job of teaching you how to use their own system. The social media toolbar is set up right now just simply for a website. It's our experience that every dive center out there has a website. And if you don't, support@isis.co.uk and we will be glad to sell you one. And it will look as good as Curtis Wilson's website. When the template comes to you, it defaults to our website address. What we've got is we've got a demo website, ABCD Diving, set up that we're happy to have you look at. And if you'd like to know more about our websites, you can do that by just simply clicking on the link and you'll see one of our sample websites. But I want to customize this. I'm Curtis Wilson, so I'm going to go up to the Curtis Wilson website right here, and I'm going to take his URL. This is the URL that people would put in to access his particular website. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come back into here and paste it, and I'm going to put Scuba World Sacto. Hit save and close. And before I go any farther, I just want to see if that worked. Go back to preview mode, click on the link, and it loads, and I know that it's taking me exactly where I want it to go. Doesn't get much easier than that. The next thing we want to do is we want to come down and look at these buttons and links. I'm going to start right here with the ABCD Diving logo. You can see that links out to his website, or to our website rather. What I want to do is I want to put in the Scuba World Sacramento logo, and I want it to link to the Scuba World Sacramento website. So I will just close that down. I'm going to come down here, edit this box, and I will replace. So the second thing you'll have to do is replace. I'm going to select the Scuba World Sacramento logo. You would have to save your logo into MailChimp at some point. There's an upload feature for that. So I've replaced the logo. You can see it's already replaced. And I'm going to go in and change the link so that it doesn't go to the ABCD Diving homepage, but simply the Scuba World Sacramento page. So that's our second change. First change was the web page and the social media link. The second change is to put in the Sacramento logo with a link to the Sacramento page. Sign me up. The team struggled. Ian and I went back and forth on this a number of times and looked at it. And unfortunately, not everybody out there has an online store. Not everybody wants to have an online store. But everybody's got email. So we decided to keep it at the lowest common denominator. We would set this up for an email. So the Sign Me Up button will create an email that will be sent to, and we've got our dummy email address in here, info@abcd diving, which you need to replace. You would put in your email address. In this case, all I have to do is come out again to the Scuba World Sacramento page, copy the email address, come back, or if I know it, I'd just type it in. And we've even put in sample text for you. Because this is an inquiry about advanced open water, the message subject would be advanced open water. Lets you put in whatever text you want. We've put in some text here to give you some guidance. You can change it, but you can leave it the way it is because it says if you know which course you'd like to take, let us know, or if you have any questions, let us know. All you have to do is change the email address on this particular button. View courses. The reference to the text over here talks about the fact that you might like to learn more about the Advanced Open Water course. The button right now is again driving to our sample website, so I go back into our fourth change and I'm going to find his Advanced Open Water course. Let that load up. This is where I want them to go. If they click on that button, I want them to go to my Advanced Open Water page, so I grab that URL, come back over here into MailChimp. Don't you just love cut and paste? Save and close. And so now when someone clicks on View Courses, it's going to go to the Advanced Open Water course from Scuba World Sacramento, which, of course, because he's got the other courses here, we'll also let them look up Master Scuba Diver, Reactivating Your Diving, or anything else that's on that page in that website. And finally, view trips. What are the three things that divers want to do? Take courses, buy gear, and go diving. Well, let's take them diving. So we've got a view trips button. We're going to edit that. And you see again, it's going to our sample trips page. You can click on it and see what ours looks like in our sample site, but I'm going to go over here to Advanced Open, to the Scuba World Sacramento site. He's got dive trips here. Every website that we've seen has some reference to trips. It might be on the home page, it might have a separate tab. Everybody talks about where they're going, even if it's just down to the local quarry for a Saturday dive. I'm going to click on the Philippines. I'll select that one. Depending on what you have in your website, you pick that up and drop it in. And with all of my talking, that's taken about 3 minutes to make 5 simple changes. A social media link, which is set up to go to the website, but oh, wait a minute, do you have a Twitter page, or do you have a Pinterest account, or a YouTube video account, or a LinkedIn account? Add it. Do whatever you need to do. But since we don't know what you've got, we wanted to keep it simple, just the website. Sign me up to sign up for new courses, an email. View courses to take you out to the courses page on your website. View trips to take you out to the courses, to the trips page on your website. And then a link so that if someone clicks on your logo or they click on the link at the top, they're going to get taken to your website. Let's see if all that works. Here's the preview of it. We already know that the link at the top is going to take me to the website. If I click on the logo, that goes back to the website, so that works. View courses, guess what? Back to the website, but we're going to the Advanced Open Water Diver page, which is what we chose to take it to because we're talking about an Advanced Open Water inquiry. Sign me up. An email is created. It will come to Curtis Wilson, Curtis at Scuba World Sacramento, about the Advanced Open Water course with the text that we put in, that we supplied to you, that you didn't even have to fill in if you didn't want to. So every template that you get from Eve to download, to use, will require as a minimum 5 simple changes. A couple of websites, a logo, an email address, and a couple of links for courses and trips. That doesn't mean that's all you can do. You can go into the text. You have full access to the text with word editing capabilities to allow you to change the text, customize it. Maybe your Advanced Open Water course is really special. Maybe you do something that's really completely different. Maybe you do your Advanced Open Water course in a quarry or off a boat. Maybe it has a specific element to it. You're going to do it under ice. I don't know, whatever you want to do. You can go in and modify the text. You don't have to use our text at all. You don't have to use these buttons. You can delete them, change them, do whatever you want to them. But what we're trying to do is provide something that's usable out of the box with a minimum amount of effort. Click Save and Close here. Click Save and Exit. And we now have a customized template that will send out an email to customers for inquiries on Advanced Open Water course that took place 3 days ago, as long as they haven't signed up for the Advanced Open Water course yet. We've got one more step to go. A template is just that. It's a blank form. It's something that needs to be used. And so the last thing you will have to do is create a campaign. Show you how easy that is. We're going to create a new campaign, and you only have to do this once. It's once for each campaign that you want to send, of course. Regular old campaign. You'll select your list wherever your customer list resides. In this case, I'm using the Integrated Scuba Systems list. You select a list. The most important part of this is a campaign name. Eve needs to be able to talk to MailChimp. And to do that, it has to have a very, very precise name. And we find that right back over here in the agent job. Now, if you recall, I mentioned to you that the agent job and the template have the same basic name. What we're going to suggest to you to do, and what you have to do, in fact, for this job to work with this campaign, they must have exactly the same name. Now, you could look it up, but it's already here for you. One more cut and paste. Copy. And I'm going to paste that in there. You can create a new subject line. That's the name of the campaign. This is the subject that's going to appear in the subject line of the email. You can personalize it. You can do whatever you want to it, or you can use exactly the same name. Coming from Integrated Scuba Systems, and this is the email address that's going to show on the return address side of the email that's being sent. I click Next. And this is the screen that scared everybody to death. My goodness, now I have to create a campaign. Well, because of the work that we're doing for you, what you used to have to pay for, you're getting with your license. Inquiry 3 days ago, there's our template. I'm going to use that template. Goes out into the template folder, brings it up, and now I have a campaign that is created, is customized. All of the customizations, there's Scuba World Sacto, all the customizations that I've done are retained in the template, brought forward into the MailChimp campaign. All right, and now when we go to preview and test, you can see it on the desktop, you can see it on the mobile device, and because your customer list is now linked in at the campaign level, you can actually turn it on and test and see what that hi first name merge tag looks like. Now, our database includes company names as opposed to John Smith and Betty Jones. It would say hi Betty in here because you had hi first name. There's your campaign. It's set up and ready to go with an appropriate footer, with all of your contact information for your store, because you defined that with your MailChimp account. Your campaign is ready to go. You can save and exit. I'm going to go back to campaigns. And so now I have a campaign that sits here in MailChimp ready to be sent. So let's look at the marketing cycle one last time. If we go back to Eve, customer came in and made an inquiry 3 days ago for the Advanced Open Water course. Sitting in the background on your server, one of the PCs in your shop, you have the auto email agent. The auto email agent is running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's sitting here waiting to see if an event occurred that might have necessitated triggering communication to your customers. 3 days ago, someone inquired about the Advanced Open Water course. And so today, at 1 p.m., this job will execute. When it executes, it will, I'll leave that up. When it executes, it will go out and see if there are any customers who inquired 3 days ago who are still interested but who are not enrolled in Advanced Open Water already. If there are, and if you're not sure and you want to test it, you can click the test button. I'm going to unclick this requires confirmation tab so I don't have to approve the email before it goes. it will then go out and look for a campaign that's sitting in MailChimp called Your Inquiry 3 days ago about our Advanced Open Water course. There is one, and so at 1 p.m. today, whoever that person was who inquired on your course will receive this email telling them that they've inquired about Advanced Open Water. They can let you know through the email link or by looking at your website, find out more about the course or trips that are offered, and engage your customer. Now, as Giovanni quite rightly pointed out, you might not want to send out emails at 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, 28, 60 days, but we provided a variety to you so that if you decide you want to go inquiry today and inquiry in 7 days and 20 days and in 4 months, you can do that by simply taking one of these agent jobs and cloning it and making the changes that you require to make to establish the day parameters that you want to establish. Once that person decides they sign up for the course, they sign up for the course. Thank you for booking on it. Today, yesterday, e-learning or touch, whatever they've signed up for, you can customize it that way as well. And the agent will look out for the type of course they purchased. Oh, by the way, your course is starting next week. Here's a reminder. Or your course is starting tomorrow, or maybe both. You don't want them to miss the course. They take the course. Congratulations on becoming a certified advanced open water diver. You were an advanced open water diver 3 days ago, 17, 14, 28. What do we want an advanced open water diver to do? We want an advanced open water diver to consider becoming a rescue diver. And so this is geared up with templates that encourage them to go on to the next step, take a specialty or whatever. And then it leads right into the inquiry on a rescue diver. So you've got a complete marketing cycle that runs through the entire courses section of the PADI collection of courses. As Giovanni mentioned, there's also a variety of courses, a variety of jobs and templates on things like retail sales, dive club, servicing, and general inquiries. So we cover a whole spectrum of communication with your customer. Invoking the agent will improve your customer communication, and it will increase sales, it will increase courses, it will increase revenue. So let's just go back out here to our PowerPoint. Do you have anything to add there, Giovanni?
Great presentation, Les. Thank you very much.
Okay. So what have we talked about today? We've looked at the fact that there's over 120 new agent jobs and features, and there are more coming. New jobs, new programming features to make it easier to use, and the ability to download them directly into your agent library, directly from our library, whenever you want to, not having to wait for the next release of the software. There's a new Eve MailChimp template interface that allows you to download pre-designed, high-quality templates from our library to yours, much like the agent jobs, whenever you want. We've simplified the MailChimp templates by creating them for you so that you can, with a very, very minimal amount of effort, customize them to your store. All right, then use those customized jobs and templates to drive business into the shop. You're going to find out more about ongoing jobs and new templates through our various communication tools. You've received Eve Report, which is our new monthly newsletter. You've probably seen a couple of Eve Flash emails reminding you about this webinar. Those are our periodic single topic emails that will be coming out. And we would also encourage you, if I can get my mouse to work, there we go. We'd actually encourage you to go out and follow us on our brand new Facebook account. On the Facebook account, you'll see Giovanni helping one of our customers in Sharm el Sheikh. It's too bad the weather is so bad, Giovanni. But you'll also see our various activities. Please join us at DEMA. We have a series of seminars at DEMA, and you can register for those at the PADI Pros page under DEMA events. You'll also see video clips and tips and tricks as they become available. And so we encourage you to follow us so that the updates from Eve get transferred over into your Facebook feed. There'll be a follow-up today. We've videotaped today's session, and after it's over we'll download that and advise you as to how it's to be available. We are creating training videos on how to download the factory supply templates, how to download the MailChimp factory supply jobs, how to download the MailChimp templates, and how to modify and customize the MailChimp templates as we've gone through today. You're going to get an email from us acknowledging your participation today and thanking you for it. It'll give you an opportunity to ask any questions that haven't been answered today. It'll also give you a chance to tell us how we can improve future webinars. We want to do them better, we want to do more of them, and we encourage you to take part. And in that regard, what are some of the areas that you'd like us to cover? I can tell you right now that there are a series of webinars coming up that we expect to have before DEMA, and a couple of those will be on the new Eve 5.10 enhancements within Eve, one specifically designated with respect to PADI enhancements, Dive Check, Pro Check, the OLPC interface, and so on. And then there'll be another one on other enhancements within Eve. Don't forget to send your emails to support@isis.co.uk, and we'll be more than glad to answer those for you. So, Giovanni, any closing thoughts before we let these people get on with their days?
Thank you very much for attending our webinar, and please contact us if you need. We will be more than happy to help you with your needs.
Thanks, Giovanni, and thanks to everyone who joined us on our webinar today. We sincerely appreciate your participation. We appreciate your support of Eve, and we welcome your feedback. We look forward to working with you in the future, and go back and look at how many certs you did last year, and then put a note on the calendar for the 26th of August 2017 and have a look at how many certs you've done in the year following. And let's see if we can get that number of certs up for you and increase your revenue using the Eve agent and Eve. Thank you very much. Have a good day.